the story.
Cody Rhodes finished the story!
But this new doppelganger version of the bloodline, a pack of wildcats with nothing to lose by my side. While I watched, I head into SummerSlam a man on an island. I need to look into his eyes and see what kind of man he really is.
For nearly his entire life, Cody Rhodes has been telling a story that has defined him as a performer. Growing up as the son of Dusty Rhodes, Cody has had some fairly big shoes to fill, as well as an entire life of preparation to fill them. At WrestleMania 40, he finally did it. After watching his father get screwed out of the richest prize in professional wrestling and after seeing his family portrayed as a joke for decades in WWE, he avenged those wrongs by dethroning one of the most dominant champions of all time, Roman Reigns. Today we'll look at Cody Rhodes' journey. How did one man go on to have not only a generation-defining moment at WrestleMania, but also redefine the very same generation that he now leads as the flag bearer for success? Today, we'll explore how Cody, along with much of the Rhodes legacy, went from undesirable to undeniable to now simply undisputed. Cody comes from a long line of professional wrestling legends. His father, Dusty Rhodes, was one of the greatest wrestling minds of his time. Not only did he participate in some of the most legendary wrestling moments in history, but he was also massively influential backstage, helping to run shows while creating a legacy as a booker. He even went on to create the War Games match, which we can all agree is a brilliant addition to the world of wrestling. Cody's older brother, Dustin Rhodes, had his own successful run in wrestling, becoming the legendary Goldust character. Cody has watched WWE humiliate his family, whereas the Rhodes family has had much success. While Dusty was a legend in WCW and the NWA, WWE had him dress in polka dots, dancing around as comedy fodder. The Goldust character has also had some rather uncomfortable moments in his time. These things stuck with Cody as he grew up but didn't stop him from pursuing WWE, looking to follow in his father's footsteps as one of the most influential wrestlers of all time. After Dusty used his connections to put Cody through OVW, WWE's developmental system at the time, the call from the main roster came. In 2007, a young, fresh-faced Cody Rhodes made his debut as part of Dusty's feud with the legend killer Randy Orton. It was ironic, given how connected Cody would be to Randy in the years to follow. After interrupting a backstage segment between Orton and Dusty, Cody got his hands on Orton on Raw on July 16, 2007. He looked to stand up to Orton on behalf of his father, but he lost 2 weeks in a row to the Viper. Following this, Cody sat around in the mid-card, beginning a feud with Hardcore Holly before earning the veterans' respect. The two formed a tag team, winning the tag titles from Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch during Raw's 15th anniversary show. However, after winning the gold, Cody made a major change in his career. The champions began feuding with another newcomer, Ted DiBiase Jr., who challenged them to a match at Night of Champions. Ted Jr. and a mystery partner were challenging for the belts, but things took an unexpected turn before the match could get going. Cody attacked Holly, allowing Ted to pick up the win and announcing that his mystery partner was one of his opponents, Cody Rhodes. From there, the two went along as a tag team before eventually crossing paths with Randy Orton. Orton, DiBiase, and Cody formed a group to dominate WWE as a trio of superstars from a wrestling lineage. Legacy, as they were called, ran Raw for over a year, with Orton typically holding the WWE Championship as Rhodes and DiBiase fought alongside him against the biggest stars of the time. Cody and Ted even headlined Hell in a Cell against Shawn Michaels and Triple H. This faction really elevated Cody. However, by the time WrestleMania 26 came around, the entire group collapsed in on itself. After Randy defeated his two former allies in a triple threat match at WrestleMania, Cody was drafted over to SmackDown. There, he had to stand on his own, looking to lurk through the dangerous waters of WWE by himself. After a few losses on the brand, including a loss in the 2010 SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match, Cody introduced a new gimmick, being a total narcissist and valuing his good looks. Cody became extremely protective of his face during matches and now goes by the nickname Dashing Cody Rhodes. He finally had a gimmick to bite his teeth into, with his vignettes about male grooming being a fun little bit on the show. While this was an enjoyable enough character for the young superstar, This gimmick evolved into something rather interesting. After winning and then losing the tag titles alongside Drew McIntyre in a blink and you'll miss them tag team, Cody began feuding with Rey Mysterio. During a match with Mysterio, Cody legitimately broke his nose and was forced to wear a protective mask as it healed. This accident, however, was a blessing in disguise. Cody declared that he was now undashing. Coming down to the mask's ring, he targeted Rey and began his journey towards him in his first singles match at WrestleMania 27. The character work, with this new deranged edge, was some of Cody's best as a performer. He even beat Rey at WrestleMania, defeating the legendary Luchador. Cody's work just seemed to be getting better and better, with him constantly adding little wrinkles to the gimmick. He began putting paper bags over people's heads to hide their faces in the crowd. With his popularity continuing to build, Cody soon captured the Intercontinental Championship from Ezekiel Jackson on the August 12, 2011 edition of SmackDown. To cement his reign as even more historic, Cody brought back the much-beloved classic design of the belt with a white strap. Bringing back one of the most beloved championship designs bolstered his popularity, allowing him to push higher up the card. Around this time, he reignited his feud with main event star Randy Orton. Feeling mistreated by his time and legacy, Cody targeted Orton until Randy put the ultimate exclamation mark on the feud, breaking Cody's mask during a street fight. From there, Cody made his title reign even more intriguing by feuding with commentator and legend Booker T. Cody retained the belt, but his reign soon came to an end at WrestleMania 28. At WrestleMania 28, after weeks of mocking the Big Show's lack of WrestleMania showcases, Show challenged Rhodes to a match. Show ended the reign at 233 days, but Cody soon dropped the title back to him at Extreme Rules a few weeks later. This second run wasn't nearly as memorable, with Cody losing the gold to Christian at Over the Limit. However, after cementing his name as one of the outstanding Intercontinental champions of his generation, Cody hung around the midcard for a while. Eventually, he began teaming with Damien Sandow, targeting Team Hell No and their tag team championships. The Rhodes Scholars have now become an interesting tag team despite having an unimpressive run in the ring. Both Cody and Sandow were pretty competent on the mic, adding another level to the tag division with their promos. After Sandow betrayed Cody during the 2013 Money in the Bank ladder match to win the briefcase, Cody put an end to their friendship by defeating him at SummerSlam. After this entertaining tag team situation, Cody soon found himself forced into another team for a battle over his own career. In 2013, Triple H formed The Authority alongside his wife Stephanie, Randy Orton, and The Shield as WWE's evil authority figures. Many superstars stood up to them, including Cody, which angered Triple H, who fired Cody. In reality, this was used to convince Rhodes to marry his wife, Brandy. However, on screen, his brother and father stood up to the authorities. Goldust even began fighting on behalf of his brother, trying to get him reinstated. When that failed, Dusty pleaded, only to get knocked out by the Big Show on the authorities' orders. The brothers returned to Raw, fighting to get their jobs back. At Battleground 2013, Goldust and Cody battled against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in one of the best matches in the Shield's history. After picking up the victory, the brothers won the tag team titles from the Shield a week later on Raw. Around this time, Cody and the rest of the Rhodes family were an integral part of Raw, with Cody once again succeeding in a higher position on the card. From there, however, Cody's time in WWE began to decline. After losing to the New Age Outlaws at Royal Rumble 2014, WWE creatives made a decision that would plant the seeds for wrestling's biggest revolution in decades. In an attempt to freshen up Cody Rhodes with a gimmick as crazy as his brothers, WWE created the Stardust character. Stardust was a goofy, maniacal, almost comic book-like villain, taking heavy inspiration from Jim Carrey in Batman Forever. Stardust was a misfit in WWE's landscape, acting outlandish in his promos about space dust and redstone. The character didn't fit Cody, and after breaking away from his brother to turn heel and blowing off their brother versus brother storyline a few weeks before WrestleMania, Cody was left adrift. In 2015, another major change occurred in Cody's life. On June 11, 2015, Dusty Rhodes passed away due to kidney failure. Cody's dad was gone. WWE honored the legend for weeks, but Cody kept his Stardust character alive. He would later say this was because he was trying to keep his mind away from grieving for his dad. However, this character would get more backlash, as fans thought that the Rhodes family should have been better honored. At WrestleMania 32, Cody fought in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship as Stardust, even bringing down a polka-dotted ladder as a tribute to his dad. However, once the match was over, Cody's time with WWE was nearing its end. After not getting a spot on the post-Mania European Tour, Cody was sick of his spot in WWE. He listed the dream matches he wanted to accomplish, yet WWE refused to let him follow through with any of them. On May 22, 2016, WWE granted Cody Rhodes his release, allowing him to go out on his own in the world of professional wrestling. Following his release, Cody began one of the most exciting runs of his entire career. Cody spent years as one of the biggest stars on the independent scene, achieving most of the dreams he sought out for himself. In Impact Wrestling, he feuded with Moose, capturing the GFW Global Championship. While there, he reunited with his wife, Brandy, who became his manager. He fought Christopher Daniels for the ROH World Championship, getting the match he always wanted. Even more, he joined the Bullet Club in NJPW, fighting legends like Okada, Ibushi, and Tanahashi. While in Japan, he even captured the IWGP US Championship, becoming the first American to hold the title. From there, Cody even joined the NWA, capturing the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship from Nick Aldis at All In, an event that proved wrestling could be a major success without WWE's involvement. After years of being rejected by WWE, Cody now had the entire world behind him. Following All In, Cody met with Tony Khan, the son of the Jacksonville Jaguars owner, to create a brand new wrestling promotion. This idea created AEW, the first real competition WWE has had in decades. Cody fought like one of the top stars, building AEW while taking a hands-on approach behind the scenes. After years of dedication and putting all his love for wrestling into this one idea, Cody's AEW run slowly came to an end. In 2022, Cody returned to WWE. After 6 years away from the company, Cody Rhodes made his big return at WrestleMania 38. He took on Seth Rollins as the mystery opponent, shocking the entire world by becoming the biggest star to jump ship to WWE since AJ Styles. Cody defeated Rollins, going on to take on Seth in a match of the year contender at WrestleMania Backlash. The two clashed again at Hell in a Cell, but Cody suffered a torn pec. Despite the pain, Cody gave one of the greatest wrestling performances. Cody defeated Seth, taking months off to heal. Cody returned to the 2023 Royal Rumble, winning the match to earn a shot at the undisputed Universal Championship at WrestleMania 39. At WrestleMania 39, Cody fought valiantly against Roman Reigns but ultimately came up short, thanks to Solo Sikoa. After years of build-up, it seemed Cody was destined to win the big one. He was left disappointed, with Roman still standing tall as the dominant champion. However, as the story continued, Cody slowly worked his way back up the card. He continued his feud with the Bloodline alongside Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, targeting Roman's other family members. He even fought Brock Lesnar, proving that he could make it as the top guy in the industry. By the time WrestleMania 40 rolled around, Cody was once again ready to take on Roman Reigns. This time, Cody Rhodes proved that he was indeed the guy that could finish the story. After one of the longest championship reigns in WWE history, Cody Rhodes dethroned Roman Reigns. Cody finally proved to the entire world that he was the top star in professional wrestling. After years of battling through everything from poor gimmicks to the death of his father to creating the biggest competition WWE has had in years, Cody reached the top of the mountain. Not only did he defeat one of the most dominant champions of all time, but he also restored honor to the Rhodes name. After decades of watching WWE humiliate his family and father, Cody avenged everything that had happened. Cody finally became the man he always knew he was, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.